Benny Bear and Ruby Rabbit and the secret forest tunnel. It all started with a loose stone. Benny Bear was helping Ruby Rabbit gather wild herbs near the mossy hill when his paw nudged something hard. Clunk! What was that? Ruby asked, hopping over. Benny brushed aside some moss, revealing a flat stone with strange carvings. Ruby squinted. Those markings look really old. With a little effort, Benny lifted the stone. Underneath was a small wooden door with a metal ring handle. Benny raised an eyebrow. A hidden door in the ground. Ruby's eyes sparkled. We have to open it. The door creaked as Benny pulled it open, revealing a staircase that spiraled into darkness. I didn't even know there were tunnels in Pinecone Forest, Benny said. Only one way to find out where it goes, said Ruby, pulling a lantern from her basket. Together, they stepped into the tunnel. Way. The walls were lined with roots and cobwebs, and the air smelled of old leaves and mystery. Their lantern cast wobbly shadows as they made their way down. After a few minutes, they came to a fork in the tunnel. Left or right? Benny asked. Ruby closed her eyes and spun in a circle. Left! They followed the left tunnel, which sloped downward, the air growing cooler. Suddenly, Benny stopped. Do you hear that? A faint trickling sound echoed ahead. They turned a corner and entered a chamber lit by glowing mushrooms. In the center was a crystal-clear underground stream. Ruby dipped her paw in. Cold, but pretty. On the far wall, more carvings decorated the stone. Benny traced one with his claw. That looks like a rabbit. And that one's a bear, Ruby whispered. They look just like us, Benny said. Next to the carvings was a small wooden chest. Benny lifted the lid. Inside were scrolls, tiny wooden toys, and a faded note. Ruby read it aloud. To the future forest friends, this place is for explorers, dreamers, and those who believe in hidden paths. Leave something behind, and the forest will remember you. Ruby clutched the note to her chest. This was made by forest friends long, long ago. Benny looked into the chest. We should leave something too. Ruby dug into her satchel and pulled out her lucky button, the one shaped like a daisy. Benny added his favorite shiny pebble, the one he'd kept since he was little. They placed them gently inside and closed the lid. As they turned to leave, the stream sparkled brighter, and the carvings on the walls shimmered, as if the forest itself was saying, "Thank you." The way back felt shorter, and soon they emerged from the tunnel into the warm afternoon light. The mossy hill looked just as it always had, quiet and ordinary. But Ruby smiled. Now we know what's underneath. And someday, Benny added, someone else will find it and see our treasures. Back at Benny's den, they made a new page for their scrapbook titled The Secret Tunnel Club. Ruby drew the underground stream and glowing mushrooms. Benny added tiny sketches of the carvings. That night, as they sat under the stars, Benny looked at Ruby. Do you think there are more secret places like that? Ruby grinned. Absolutely. We just have to keep exploring. And from deep in the forest, beneath roots and stone, a gentle glow flickered to life. As if the forest was already guiding their next adventure,